We'd like to get started. Welcome everyone to our board meeting tonight. We appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. Recognize that board member Bruce Jardine's out of town, but I believe Bruce is on via a Zoom meeting. Wonderful, good. We'll start off our meeting tonight with a musical performance by the Weber High Chamber Choir, and they will be performing When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2 and Ambi, and they are directed by Caleb Saunders.
Somebody left alone. Still I waited for the day when she'd say, I will always love you. Only and forgotten, never thought she'd look my way, but she smiled at me and held me just like she used to do, like she loved me, and she loved me. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. When she loved me.
That was awesome. Hey, stay right tight here for a second. We've got a couple of you. Braden Rogers and Rafi Gardner are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, and let's give another big hand to Weber High School Chamber Choir. Mr. Saunders, great job. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. And you parents that come to watch your amazing students perform, if you want to take off, we won't bore you. You can go ahead and take off. That's great. Thanks for bringing your kids and letting us enjoy that. Superintendent Butters.
Yes, so kind of a bittersweet piece here tonight. We're going to formally have one of our longtime board members officially vacate his seat tonight, John Ritchie. And the reason we want to recognize him again, last month we recognized John with a video tribute and some comments and just kind of an overview of his time on the board, is because in his humble way, he maybe didn't include the people that would want to be here to be a part of that. And so tonight, you can see 2 rows of Richies over there, and they're beautiful, and what an incredible family. A board member doesn't serve for 22 years without the incredible support of a spouse, Jane, and wonderful kids and spouses and grandkids. Thanks for letting us borrow him for so long and letting him serve Weber School District for so long. So we're going to give John an opportunity to introduce his beautiful family and acknowledge them before we let him take his name tag and head into the sunset, so to speak. Okay, Mr. Ritchie.
Thank you, Superintendent Butters. So the matriarch of this clan that's back there would be my wife, Jane. Now y'all have to stand. So Jane, you have to stand. That's the wife of our 4 daughters. And then I got son-in-laws and grandsons. So our oldest daughter is Joni Platt. She's our oldest. Her husband is Nate Platt to her left. And then Carter's not here. Lucas is next to him. He's a senior at Westfield, so he's going to be the first graduating class at Westfield High. And he played on their football team and did a great job. Next is Nikki Chambers. Oh, Nikki's right there. She's number 2, and her husband is in Canada. He works out of the country, kind of. And is Aubrey here? Oh, great. her daughter Aubrey is here, Lexi, and Max, their only boy. And unfortunately, they are in the other county to the north of us. So after Nikki is Erica, and Erica is, she's a travel agent for one of our foundation people, Getaway Today, and she's actually in Disneyland. And so we have one of her sons, well, I guess it's the only son, Hunter, who is transferring to Rocky Mountain Junior High come next semester. And, oh, Porter, how'd we lose you? Porter belongs to Joni, the first one, sorry. So, and Kennedy, it's her birthday, by the way. Oh, I can't see you from up here. Kennedy it's her birthday today, and she's the youngest of Joni's. So we're kind of mixing them up. Erica's gone. Erica's got Hunter. And then Shelby, our youngest, and she's actually a school teacher that was offered a job in our district, but she's a mother instead. So she is holding our youngest grandson, Coulter, and then next would be her husband. That's right, Eric. And he was a Weber High, and he's holding Scotland, and Jet is in front. Where's Wyatt? And Wyatt, I think, does that cover everybody? And so they kind of missed the boat last month, and so they came this month. So thank you for showing up and supporting me.
Thanks. Jane, thanks for letting him out of the house once in a while. We appreciate that. Or maybe it was on purpose. John, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. That's quite an investment of your life, and we appreciate everything you've done.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
And if you want to grab your family and go,
I'll wait till you swear me in. There's a lot of swearing going on.
I heard treats are on him. Tonight
ice
for the
cream's on
family.
John tonight.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You guys ate them before I got here.
Okay, we have some board business we have to take care of tonight. With John retiring, we have a new board member, Wiley Williams, that we need to swear in. Also, Doug and I were both re-elected this year, so we need to be sworn in. And then we have a new business administrator that took Dr. Peterson's place, Brock Mitchell. We need to swear him in. Like John said, there's a lot of swearing going on.
There's going to be a lot of swearing.
And then following that, we need just about 5 minutes to take care of some quick board business, and then we'll move on with our meeting. So thanks for being patient as we go through these formalities.
Yep, you three. Test. There we go. Okay. I'm going to make this as simple as I can, okay? We'll do it all at the same time, and I'll break this oath of office up. So just please raise your right hand. I, and state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Utah, and that I will discharge my duties of my office with fidelity. I think you're official. Welcome. Congratulations.
All right, now for just a, we'll do Brock here in just a minute. Okay, go ahead.
So we'd like to introduce to the group here Wiley Williams and read just a quick overview, a bio of just what a wonderful board member we have that's joined us. Wiley Williams represents patrons of Weber School District Precinct Number 7. This includes a portion of the city of Roy and a small portion of unincorporated Weber County. He has been a resident of Roy for the last 4 years and was elected to the Board of Education in 2024. Mr. Williams received a Bachelor of Science degree in Health, Physical Education, and Recreation from Panhandle State University and a Master's in Educational Leadership from Northwest Missouri State University. During his public school education service, he was a physical education and health teacher, coach, athletic director, assistant middle school principal, and high school principal, all in the state of Missouri. He also worked 1 year as a teacher, coach, and athletic director for Youth Services International, a residential care facility for juvenile delinquent boys. Wow, what a wealth of experience you bring to the board, Wiley. He currently works as a material analyst for Autoliv in Ogden. He's married to Jackie, and they have 5 children and 17 grandchildren. Wiley, is there anything you'd like to say, first of all, and anybody you'd like to introduce?
I'd just like to thank the constituents of my precinct for electing me. I'm very excited for this opportunity and grateful for the opportunity that I have to serve the families and the children in this great area. And what I've experienced so far with the administrative team here at Weber School District, we have the best of the best here, and so I'm looking forward to that, and also serving with you good people. So I'd just like to recognize that my wife is not here tonight. She's on a cruise, so she wishes she could be here. I'm not, but I would like to recognize my father who's here tonight, Jim Williams. Dad, would you stand, please? He lives in Roy, has been a Roy citizen for 20 years. And then with him, is my brother Justin. Justin and his family live in West Point. I also like to recognize my brother Matt. Matt is from West Haven, and he serves in the school district as the director of secondary education. So I have a great family, and I'm blessed to be a part of them. And I am the oldest brother, by the way. Thank you.
Thanks, Wiley. Welcome. We're glad to have you. Thank you. Okay, board, as you know, the office of president of the board and the office of vice president of the board are 2-year terms, and this month is the end of my 2-year term, and so we need to nominate and vote for a new president. We also need to nominate and vote for a new vice president, where John has vacated us and went on vacation. So I would ask the board to offer nomination or nominations for the position of the board president.
I nominate Paul Widdowson for president.
I would second that.
Okay, thank you. Any other nominations that would like to come forth? Okay, board, we've had that motion. If there's not any discussion, I'd ask for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is a board where any and all of you could be right here. Much better position for you than me, so thank you. Board, I'd now ask for a nomination or nominations for the position of vice president. Jan?
I'll not. Can you hear? No. Okay. I'd like to nominate Doug Hurst.
Okay.
He has a vast amount of experience, and his financial acumen will be very valuable to us as we move forward in our district.
Okay, thank you.
I would second that.
Okay, thanks. Are there any others, any other names that would like to be nominated? Okay, if not,
Nobody else wants the job.
we would ask for a vote. All in favor of Doug Hurst being the vice president of the board, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Doug? Come over here.
You guys fight one over Jen.
You,
You
you,
don't have to, Jen. Yeah, you slide.
you don't need to
This will
move,
be
but
Bruce's. No, I'm staying here. It's Bruce's bed. You're sitting in Bruce's seat.
okay, we will, I was a little mixed up. We'll do Brock here in just a moment, but let's move on here. Jennifer Warren, please.
So Superintendent, President, Board, I have the great honor of recognizing a couple of our amazing elementary counselors that we have here in Weber School District. And so our first recognition, Amy Dupke, I'd like to come stand. Come on over, it's okay, you get to come be uncomfortable for a few minutes. So we are recognizing Amy tonight as the Utah School Counselor Association School Counselor of the Year for the state of Utah, which is an amazing, yes, recognition. So to share a little bit about this award, so the School Counselor of the Year award requires that the counselor has 5 or more years of experience as a school counselor. And what they're looking for is those counselors that are top-notch, that they provide a comprehensive school counseling program. It can be at the elementary, junior high, middle school, or high school level. And these are counselors that are working to provide the best outcomes for each of their students. They're leaders in their counseling centers, and they provide a positive influence on their school and their community. So nominations were narrowed down to 3 finalists, and Amy was selected as the Counselor of the Year. And she will go on, correct me if this is wrong, to the American School Counselor. Correct. Yes, so she then goes on to the National Association. So Amy has worked in Weber School District for a number of years, starting in 2019 as a counselor at Hooper Elementary, North Park Elementary, and then now currently is at Hooper Elementary. And before working in Weber School District, she was a counselor at Morgan and Mountain Green Elementary Schools and an academic advisor at Weber State for a number of years. And so we would like to show a little recognition video.
How was your presentations?
Very good.
Good. And do you have any more today?
Well, Amy is wonderful. I mean, she is so great at building relationships with not only students, but parents and staff. She's a real child's advocate, so she works tirelessly every day to help kids.
She is just amazing. I feel like she is just full of warmth and kindness and caring, and she is so compassionate with the students.
She's really nice to the students, and she helps us out when we're going through hard times. And if you need to, you can go talk to her at any time. She's there to help. She's the best counselor in the whole world.
Because she's built those positive relationships, kids feel comfortable talking to her, and she is so wonderful at giving those kids strategies to help them overcome whatever it is they need to work on.
I just feel like she really gets on a level with the kids and really tries to understand them and tries to really help just in every way that she can. You walk down the halls and all the kids just know her and love her and run up and give her a hug, and she just has a way of making everybody around her just feel so special and that she just loves them and and really values each person individually and cares that they're here.
Mrs. Duncan, she helps us with our emotions, and she helps us also with calming our emotions down and helping us with like other children that need help. And she also helps all the people that are in the school.
She's such a great Hope Squad leader. Again, the kids love her, and she's doing some great things here at the school. Our Hope Squad members all have jobs that they go out and they greet kids, and they want to make all the kids here at Hooper Elementary feel welcome. And that's what she's great at. She is so wonderful at embracing people.
And it's super fun to be able to like help others with a bunch of stuff and like do presentations and stuff. And help other people learn about what friendship means and how to be kind to others and make a positive impact on our school. Yeah. And to help people like make new friends and stuff.
Everybody who meets Amy loves her immediately.
I think she goes above and beyond every time I see her interact with the kids.
She's so authentic, just that authentic love and need to help kids.
She's never frustrated. She's always so kind, and she really can just talk to a kid and just make them feel so at ease. Honestly, she is so deserving of this award, and so we're all so happy for her and excited for her, so it's awesome.
Amy, we are so proud of you around here. You are a rock star. I could not do my job without you. These kids love you so much, and you have created such a great bond with all of them. They see you walking down the hall, and you truly are like a rock star. They just adore you. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for being a child advocate. Again, we are just so proud of you.
Congratulations, Amy. We're so excited for you.
We love you, Mrs. Deb King.
Yes, we'd like to congratulate Amy. It's an amazing recognition, and we're honored as Weber School District to have her part of our great counseling team. So, thank you.
I am lucky to have my family with me here. They didn't get to come to the Utah School Counselor Conference, so this means a lot to us to be together. I have my husband, Tim, and my daughters, Kennedy and Sadie. They also attend Hooper Elementary now, and my mom and dad from California, Jeannie and Jay, and they were both school teachers for many, many years, so I feel like I grew up in a school, and I just know it means a lot, so thank you.
Okay.
I know, that's what I just heard. Here, Doug, grab you over there.
Okay. Superintendent, President, and Board, we would now like to call Misty Bliss to come stand. I'll tell you a little bit about Misty and Misty's award that we're recognizing her for this evening. So Misty was nominated for the Utah School Counseling Association Rookie of the Year. So the Rookie of the Year award honors the best of our new counselors. So in their first 1 to 4 years of experience, again, at either the elementary, middle school, or high school level, the rookie counselor brings new ideas, enthusiasm, change for better counseling departments while still learning from other counselors. So nominations were narrowed to 3 team finalists, and Misty was awarded the Honorable Mention Rookie of the Year by the Utah Counseling Association. So Misty has worked in the capacity of a school counselor. This is her 3rd year. She's currently at Valley View Elementary, previously was at Uinta Elementary, but Misty has been with us for a number of years. She was a elementary school teacher at Valley View in various grades for 15 years before becoming a school counselor, and had previously taught for a couple of years in Ogden School District as well. So yes, we're honored that we got to keep her, and in just a little bit different capacity. So we also have a video for Misty.
You know what a germ is? Germs are so yucky. What's a germ? What's a germ?
Misty is an excellent counselor, has excellent relationships with students, with parents, with staff. She goes above and beyond in helping everyone solve problems and find ways to help our students be successful here at Valley View.
Misty is, first of all, she is the most compassionate person that I have ever met. She will see students that other people might not immediately recognize have needs, and she is immediately drawn to them. She can recognize if their shoes are too big or too small, if their clothes don't appear clean. Like, she immediately picks up on all kinds of things that when students have needs. She's so good at that. She recognizes if they have behavior challenges or emotional or academic. There's all kinds of things that she just picks up on she's just very intuitive.
We hold our student success teams where we come together and discuss students who are struggling, either academically, behaviorally, socially, emotionally. And so she is there, helps with any students. She goes out and she knows every student by name, and she works with them one-on-one. She'll reach out to parents on a regular basis.
So kind and caring, and she's so dedicated to what she does. And from being a teacher to being a counselor, she's just always wanting to help wherever she can.
She finds ways to motivate them, things that they are interested in, the students, and get them here on school and want to come to school and be successful at school.
I do remember specifically a few years back when we taught together. We were both in the same grade, and it was actually a student that was in my class, and I had a lot of kind of challenging students that year, so my focus was spread quite a bit, and I hadn't recognized that there was a student in my class who's, like, his shoes just didn't fit, and I hadn't picked up on it. And she came one day to school, and the night before she'd gone to Walmart, and she had bought different pairs of shoes and boots, and she brought them in, and socks for this young man, and she just wanted, and she even said that I could give them to him, and I, of course, I wanted her to be able to give that to him. And she called him in, and she just told him that she had bought some for a nephew or something. I can't remember the story. She told him that they were not the right size, and she just wondered if he would like them, and he was ecstatic. And he had 2 brand new pairs of shoes and new socks, and his feet stayed warm, and it just moved me because I thought he was in my class, and I didn't pick up on it, but she did.
So Misty has helped me help families in need. She drives our food packs program, our food pantry we have at Valley View. She's worked with Coats for Kids and Warm the Souls program, so providing coats for our students and brand new pair of shoes for our students. Just the basic needs, so they're not coming to school hungry or embarrassed for any reason. They're confident in who they are. She helps them build that inner confidence. Super excited for Misty and this recognition that she's getting. She is well deserved. We love Misty. She is part of our Valley View Viking family, and She goes above and beyond in helping everyone.
Congratulations, Misty. You are a huge part of the Weber School District and our school, and we just think that you are amazing, and we love you and appreciate all that you do.
So I have my son Parker and his wife, my great daughter-in-law Katie, and then in front of them is my mom, who was in education for a really long time, and my sister Promise next to her, she's a school counselor also, and then my husband Chris. It's a deal. I'll practice at home for the mirror.
Let's continue on with a few more recognitions. Matt Williams and Dr. Belknap, please.
Are we doing consent calendar?
After.
Superintendent Butters and board, it's an honor to be here tonight to be able to recognize Arnie Arasati. If I could have Arnie come up. He's right over here. Arnie Arasati, let's give him a round of applause as he comes up here. To call Arnie a legend would just be probably an understatement. Arnie is an automotive teacher at Fremont High School and somebody that has inspired countless numbers of lives through 33 years of excellence. I mean, that's just around 6,000 days of bringing his absolute best every single day. And you saw him as he was walking up. He got up here in 0.4 seconds. And that's how he does things, 100% with every ounce of energy he's got. And from the day I met Arnie, he's been an inspiration to me. He's among the best things that could happen to education in the Weber School District, and kids, countless numbers of kids I come across say, hey, when you see Mr. E, tell him I said hello. And you can see in their eyes it's not a small thing. So can you please play that video? That'd be great. We're coming to tell you that you've been nominated and unanimously selected as the I Love Teaching Award in the Weber School District for next month. Very deserving, buddy. Yep.
We're all a team here. It's all of us.
Yeah.
That's my attitude.
No, Arnie, there's just nobody more deserving.
I don't know
of this. You've had a career of making a difference.
It's been a great career.
You bet.
Arnie's an exceptional educator. He has been at Fremont ever since it opened, which makes it 30 years. This is year 31.
It's been about 33 years. I started at Weber High in the mid-'80s, and Earl Henninger was the principal, and he was a great guy. Him and another gentleman named Ralph Ardema interviewed me together, and he gave me a shot. Earl Henninger gave me a shot at it.
Arnie is so amazing because he is so enthusiastic and he loves being with the kids, and that's what's keeping him young and keeping him going.
And he's the type of teacher that every student wants to be in his class. He's engaging, he's active, and he's always doing something to help his students be successful.
It's his enthusiasm, his energy. He loves working with students. He loves making a difference with students. and just that energy level that he brings to his classes when he's teaching students. There's never a dull moment in that class. When you go by, he's excited. He's got that smile on his face when he's teaching, and those students feed off of that.
He genuinely makes you feel like you want to be in school. You wake up and you want to come to his class. You don't want to stay home and sleep in. And, you know, I have his class first period, so it's like I wake up in the morning and it's like, yeah, I'd like to take off first period, but I choose not to because I like to see Arasati.
The favorite part of the job is watching their confidence build. And it's not overnight. It's a long process, you know. So give them confidence, help them succeed, help them enjoy learning, and give them techniques how to learn.
One thing I really like about Mr. Arasati is he's more like a mentor and a friend to me rather than like a teacher. He really cares about the students, and one thing he does is he really focuses on like his relationship with students and how he interacts with them. He actually, you know, somewhat cares about them. And, he really makes friendships.
I think Arasati's been a really good teacher for me. You know, you don't get really close to your teachers, but he's been one of those teachers that you're heart to heart with. You know, you do anything for him and he'd do anything for you. Arasati would darn well near sell his house to be able to afford and do what you want to do if that's what your dream is.
I think Arasati is a very wonderful guy. I enjoy all of his classes. I've had intro in the past, brakes, electrical. I have steering and suspension, engine performance. I really love the dude. He's so humble and helpful about everything.
He brings them out into the shop and he shows them firsthand how to work on the cars, and he breaks it down into very, very simple steps so that they can follow along. And then he turns them loose to let them work on those cars, and then he's still there guiding them, making sure that they have what they need. And if they're struggling, he's right there making sure that everybody gets it to that 100% level of understanding.
He doesn't teach in the normal sense. He'll do like half theory and half hands-on, but he'll make sure that everyone gets through like everything. Like he'll spend extra time on like alternators if someone doesn't get it, or starters. So it's really nice. You get to learn basically everything, and all of his classes basically intertwine. You'll be in brakes and you'll start learning about transmissions and stuff. So it's very nice having every class. You just learn about a whole lot of automotive.
He's a good teacher, amazing teacher, probably the best teacher in Fremont High, I would say.
I'd say he's one of my favorite teachers ever.
Congratulations, you're an amazing guy.
It's a testament to your longevity and the energy and the effort you put into making Fremont such a great place.
It's really enjoyable. It's been a phenomenal career, so it's so cool. It's been a great journey, absolutely.
I'm going to let Arnie say a couple things here, but I just want to say, you know, if you've ever walked into his classroom, you can imagine, you know, you go in and he's like, you ever seen the brake pads on an 86 Chevette? You know, and the whole place is just on fire, and the kids want to learn, and it's just the greatest. And I said 86 Chevette because that was my first car, but Arnie Arasati is such a great man and such a great teacher, and we're so blessed to have had him as a teacher in our district. Arnie.
We're all a team, so thank you for this, but we're all a team, and that's the way I look at it. A lot of good people here today. Mark Nielsen, his wife, we got Aaron, we've got Rod. Gina was at Fremont, and all the good teachers seem to move up the ladder, you know, but Brock is here, Alicia. Alicia helped me the other day with something not even related to our curriculum. Thank you, Alicia. My wife, Sherry, can you please stand up? You got the baby? Sorry. Sherry, yep, she's an assistant secretary at Fremont. And next we have Jessie. Jessie's my daughter, and she's IT tech for the district. And then Becca's our daughter-in-law. And with Alex, he's a year old, just maybe a month more. And Becca's she's an administrator at Beaver Mountain Ski Resort. And Shane, my son, give a wave. He's Ogden City, he's a medic for the fire department and Life Flight. And I don't want to see him fly. It makes me too nervous, you know. But thank you for your time, you guys. But we're all a team, and that's my attitude. Thank you. Okay.
picture right up here.
Thank you, Mr. Asadi. We have one more, Jared Abney and Brian Anderson, please.
Perfect. Superintendent Butters, President Whittison, and Board. Brian and I are super excited to recognize Rod Wayment, a custodian at Canyon View School, for the Extra Mile Award. If he could come up and join us. Rod has gone the extra mile, and we have a great video. We're so grateful for Ryan for capturing some of what Rod does at Canyon View, and so we'd like to show that video right now.
Yeah, how are you? Hey, we got a group of people that wanted to come in and celebrate it. Celebrate me? Yeah. Why me? We heard of us. What's up? You were nominated by Scott Frank for the Extra Mile. Oh! And because of how amazing you are, both as a custodian, also on the safety team, and just the relationships that you've built here at Canyon View.
I love that I can ask Rod to do anything and everything, whether it be, hey, we got an issue in this bathroom, or whether it be, hey, I need you to dress up in this costume because this is what the kids earned. And he does it without complaining or without any issues at all.
I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very easy to be nice for you.
Yes, it is. It's very nice, yes.
Yeah.
I hired Rod, and I was looking for somebody who would fit into our school-wide MTSS vision, somebody who would jump in, not just to kind of stay within his role as a custodian, but be a support to the whole entire school. And he has done that as a coworker, as a member of the safety team, as just a good human supporting all of the other workers here, the students.
Nobody works here because they're looking for a job. People work here because they want to work here.
Well, he's been doing a lot of great stuff, and I really appreciate him. I said he's pretty good because he does stables and everything. I agree too.
Well, I've worked with a lot of great janitors, but he's the best one that I've ever worked with, and that's just the janitorial side.
I'm so grateful for him to fixing stuff so we don't get hurt. Thank you, Mr. Rod, for helping us in our school districts. Thank you, Mr. Rod, for cleaning everything so that we don't slip and put through our legs and everything.
We work side by side on the safety team. He doesn't ever hesitate to come into safety calls. He keeps the kids safe, keeps the staff safe, and he keeps our school safe. And it always looks great. He always goes above and beyond. And it's just a real privilege to get to work with him every day.
So he's got like our backs as the staff, you know, when we need to help with a student. But he also, I feel like, is such a good friend to the kids. You know, anything he can do to make them feel welcomed, to feel, you know, appreciated, or that they can do something useful because he includes them.
He helps us get around school
Thank you so much, Rod. You make my job so much easier. I'm very grateful that I get to work with you. Really appreciate the impact you make on my students and everything that you do for my classroom and my staff.
The bottles of soap and just setting up all the tables, and it's awesome.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
How come are we doing a celebration?
Like, is it your last night or whenever? No, apparently Scott snuck in was forward for me.
Rod is willing to be a part of our safety team. So he has received the necessary MANT training to be able to kind of step into certain situations when we have kids that may have issues regulating their emotions. And so he's there to be able to make sure that our staff is safe, to make sure students are safe.
Okay, man. What? Okay, man. Yeah, he's a good man.
He's just really, just so kind, so kind. And we're really, really lucky to have him here. He's not allowed to retire.
I just want to say congratulations. No one deserves this more than you. You are such a hard worker, always willing to jump in and help with anything. Safety call, helping me with some of my computer problems and other things. And just want to say you're a great friend, great listener, and great coworker.
He cares, he's willing to think outside the box. If we have to work with a student on maybe they messed up and now they have to repair it and do some restorative justice, he's always the first one to say they can work with me. Or as a reinforcement, he's let kids blow leaves, he's let kids watch as he's fixing machinery and things like that. Just whatever their interest is and their reinforcement, if he can be that positive person and that positive role model for them, he's gonna be it.
Mr. Rod? Sorry, I have something to say. You fix our school, and in so doing, you fix us to be better people.
He's caring. Every student in this building knows how much he cares about them. He's always doing things for them. Like I say, he goes above and beyond. He has a relationship with every single student in the building, and they all love him.
He's so nice.
He's so nice.
I think he's a good janitor, and I appreciate him much. And he did good.
Mr. Rod, we are so grateful for you, and we're so excited for you to get this award. It's long overdue. We feel like with all that you do, that you deserve probably 3 times a year to get an award. The Cleaning Up After People Award, the Kindness Award, the Helpful Award. So congratulations.
Rod, thank you very much for all that you do for our school. Every single time we ask you to do something, you go above and beyond what's required and go that extra mile and show that you love Canyon View and love our students.
Congratulations, Rod.
Congratulations, Rod. You deserve this. Congratulations, Dad.
Rod, congratulations. Nobody deserves this more.
Congratulations, Mr. Rod.
Congratulations, Mr. Rod.
We just want to congratulate you.
Well, that's
all that you do.
One thing we learned about Rod in this whole process is his ability to extend his influence beyond just the regular school day. He staffs his afternoon cleaning crew with current and former students of his at Canyon View, and I just think that goes above and beyond anything we can expect. And we just love him for everything he does, and our custodial staff says if we had a Rod in every one of our buildings, we would have no problems. Rod, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I guess I just want to thank my son, Gavin, and my daughter, Sophia, and her boyfriend, Joseph, for coming, and of course, Scott. You're the best, worst ever. And Cammie, I share an office with Cammie, and Lauren. She's one of our preschool teachers. She's like a daughter to me. So, and then of course, Randy and Ryan, they're our department foremans. They're shining examples of what to be. So I just want to tell all of you thank you very much. It's the best job in the world. So even my worst days are better than most people's good days. So thank you very much.
there's some good examples of awesome people. Thanks. Thanks, everyone, and congratulations. Okay, board, let's move to some board business. You've had an opportunity to go through the consent calendar, and I would need a motion to approve that. Doug and Jan. Any discussion on any of the consent items? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thanks. One second. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Superintendent.
All right, Board, I feel it's very important that we acknowledge our great employees, and these are just beautiful moments in our board meetings. But one group that we determined we were kind of leaving out was our school leaders. And so we feel like every month, we're going to try something this year. We're going to spotlight an administrator each month, and what we're going to ask them to do is just take just a few minutes to highlight their leadership, how they're leveraging their leadership at their school, and maybe to focus on just a few things that all the great things that are going on at their school, and try to narrow those things down to just a few highlights. So we're going to start tonight with one of our grade elementary principals, Jennifer Thomas, and I want to welcome her and thank her so much for kicking this new endeavor off. So welcome, Jennifer.
Okay. All right. I want to just start off thanking the school board and Superintendent Butters for this incredible opportunity to lead a school. And I'm going to take you through my journey as a leader with the ABCs of Riverdale Elementary. So the A stands for academics, the B stands for behavior, and the C stands for culture. But before I could work on academics or behavior, I had to start with culture. So sometimes it's hard to determine what the culture of a school is. One way to kind of use data to see how your culture is to use the panorama data, specifically the teacher-student relationship, because that tells you a lot about teacher morale at the school. And in 2021, we had 79% of students reporting that they had a positive relationship with their teacher. What I noticed, though, it was a decline, and the school had slowly been declining in this area. So you can see a -7. So I decided we needed to work on teacher morale, we needed to work on our culture. And we did a lot of things to improve culture at Riverdale Elementary. I'm just gonna highlight a few of those things that we did. So one thing we did was, it was called Magical Mondays, because Mondays are tough, right? Getting up on Monday. So everybody, including lunch staff, everybody had to sign up for a Monday. And they had to do something to bring joy to the school. And I only gave them $10, so this was a big challenge. And so I started it off. I got Disney pins, and I had a saying that said, magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. And we even had one teacher, Miss Wilson, reached out to Minky, and they donated 60 blankets to our school, and that was the best Magical Monday ever. So we got some Minkies to take home. I also started doing game nights. So for professional development, I picked games that required us to work together as a team, because we were kind of lacking that unity as a school. So we started doing game nights and playing games together. I also did what's called the Good Walk, where I'd walk around my classrooms and see everything that was going on that was awesome, and I do a shout out to all the awesome things I was seeing. And we did lots and lots of celebrations. Anytime our data moved, we celebrated. Once I saw culture, oh, see, there we are, playing. That's Dixit. Very good game, by the way. Okay. When I saw culture improving, I moved on to behavior. In August to September of 2023, we had 72 office referrals. This year, from August to September, we had 26, so 2/3 less. We did a lot of things to improve behavior, but I'm going to zero in on the 5-to-1 strategy. So that's 5 positives to 1 corrective. And what's awesome about this strategy is I can go around and literally determine the positivity or negativity of a classroom. And when I started this, we had 66% of my classrooms meeting the 5-to-1. We're now up to 90% or higher, consistently meeting the 5-to-1. As part of the 5-to-1, we give out tickets. Every grade has a different color and has a different smell. So one is like pineapple, and it's just really fun. And they get to turn in their tickets and fill out an order form. And then my amazing Title I coordinator, Mrs. Ramage, she does Amazon deliveries, and she delivers their items to them at the end of the day. We also have kids reflect and use trackers at the end of the day to reflect on their behavior. And then they get to sign up for a behavior party at the end of the month. And we have really fun behavior parties. Like I had a room full of Hot Wheels and a Barbie room, and they were doing tie-dye shirts and just really fun things. But what's really cool about the party is I'll have kindergartners and 6th graders in the same room, and they're playing Barbies together and they're having fun together, and you're building a sense of community with all the students in our school. Also, teachers are meeting students that they're going to have maybe eventually. So it's just bringing that school community together. And as our behavior improved, I moved to academics. So you can see in ELA or reading, our MGP went from 39.5 to 49, so about 10 points growth. In math, we went from 29 to 59, so 30 points of growth there. We did a lot of things to improve academics. I'm going to zero in on coaching. So I was previously an instructional coach. My coach, Mrs. Anderson, amazing, by the way, does amazing things. But the reason why coaching is so impactful is it's in real time with the students, with the teacher's skill set. And if you can improve coaching with the teacher, improve their skill set, you've improved it for every subject area and for future students. So I believe that coaching is the most effective form of professional development that we can give teachers because it's so hands-on. So as you can see, we did a lot of things and we're going in the right direction. I want to keep moving us there. So those are the ABCs of Riverdale Elementary.
The Roadrunners are winning because of Principal Thomas and her incredible staff. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
We will now move on to the public comment portion of our meeting. We've had a couple of people who have signed up tonight, so I'll read this statement. As a reminder, patrons will have up to 3 minutes to offer comment related to general items to the Board of Education. Board policy indicates that we will not take public comment on personnel issues or statements regarding the character, professional competence, and physical or mental health of an individual during our board meetings. Communications regarding such statements should be sent in writing to the attention of the Board of Education, the President of the Board, or individual board members. So with that, we will go ahead. Our first will be Jennifer Greviat, please.
Don't start my time. This has been a really fun meeting. I just have to say that. It's been so nice. Okay. Hello, Superintendent Butters, President Widdowson, and Board. Today I'm speaking as the Weber Education Association President. As you heard in the study session in December, the WEA sent out a survey to members asking if they supported Senate Bill 173, opting into that. And that's the bill about merit pay. So the results are as follows. 18% said yes. 19% said, I don't know enough about the information, and 61.7% said no. After that one question, respondents were able to leave comments, and I believe you have a copy of those. And I want to tell you that of those who said, yes, I would like to opt in, many of those yeses were qualified with comments like this. I hate everything about this bill, but I will hold my nose and vote yes because it's money from the state. Or, I support this as long as the process does not begin to pit teachers against one another. So the comment about pitting teachers against one another really troubles me. When one educator's success depends on another's failure, that goes against everything our Elevate 28 plan wants us to do. As I was looking at the strategic plan, I noticed how often the following words are used in that plan: collaborate, collaborative, work together, harmonious, and most importantly to me, the word all. All students, all educators, all stakeholders. Merit pay is anything but all. Here are some other comments from educators who wrote in. Number one, if we opt in, I feel that all the work we have been doing with the PLC model would be wasted. Competition isn't collaboration. It's not worth creating resentment, hindering collaboration, and demoralizing educators. Two, teaching is about educating all the children, even the children who are the hardest to educate. Giving bonuses to top scorers will discourage teachers from taking the hard students. Three, why are we only celebrating 25% of educators? This creates a competitive environment that will result in 75% of educators feeling like failures. This will take a lot of time and energy to create the plan, then follow through with the plan, opt out, and spend the time and energy supporting all teachers. 4, research has proven that learning is best facilitated through teacher collaboration and definitely not through competition. Listen to the science behind this. 5, this bill will lower morale, undermine our Elevate 28 goal, and create a major crevice among educators. 6, new teachers would suffer and possibly not have support from veteran teachers who are trying to be top teacher. We work as teams, not individuals. 8, I skipped 7. 7, not all teachers are even eligible. That feels unkind and unfair. 8, what a terrific way to put pressure on administrators and to build animosity and drive division in school. Only 1 in 4 teachers is excellent? This is horrible and untrue. Teachers have different strengths. There is no way we can be separated this way. I cannot stress how detrimental this will be for morale. As one respondent said, we are a community of sharers and we care about all of our students. I don't want any student, the hungry, the nonverbal, the defiant, the dyslexic, the anxiety-ridden, to feel unwelcome in my classroom because that student might not test well or bring me money. As educators, we embrace all students and not just those because of their test scores. I hope you'll vote no. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry about that, to cut you off, but thank you.
Thank you.
Ryan Colby, please.
Thank you. I'm also glad I came to this meeting. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'm here to ask the board to reconsider ways you guys investigate claims of abuse amongst your coaches in the school district. Weber School District are investigating claims, and it's not for lack of effort, but I believe that this school district, for good and bad, is extremely incestuous. Right? I know that because I look through the room and the connections that I have with the people of this room. Bruce Jardine was my Little League coach, and I played with his kids. Matt Williams was my coach. He went to Emporia State, played with Leon Lett, the big cat. Rod Belknap and I could go for hours and hours. But I know Rod close enough to know that he had a 3-legged dog named Zip, right? It's why I live here, is because of the connections within the community. But it also would make me a horrible investigator of any of the people here. And when we're asking people that work within Weber School District to investigate other people within the school district, there is absolutely no way you're going to get an impartial investigation. Because who wants to be a pariah among the people that they've coached with, that they went to school with, that they taught with? So you're always going to find what you're looking for. And I will say that about myself too. When I go out there, when I'm approached at the gym or at the grocery store of people that share their horror stories, I'm finding what I look for. Investigators are going to find what they look for. And it's why other public organizations, police forces, other cities, other tax-funded institutions are required to have outside entities investigate serious cases of abuse or malfeasance against the people that work there. I am asking the board to do that. I know, just to give you some quick stats, but with the current situation, I don't want to get into situations or specifics, but I know that United Educators, which is a large insurance company that insures K through 12 schools, they did a 5-year study on coaching abuse. And they found that boys basketball was the #1 place where abuse happened. It was responsible for over 1/3 of their cases. And after a 5-year study, the #1 concern they came back with to their schools was that the lack of oversight and failure to properly investigate claims of abuse left them incredibly liable. Now, we've seen what's happened to the school district down south. Every time you read an article, as recently as last week, of another settlement and another lawsuit, it's always accompanied by an investigation that was done by the administration that didn't go through. Please consider how you do this. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming in and sharing that with us. Thank you. Okay, those were the only two that had signed up tonight. We appreciate both of them taking some time and sharing their thoughts with us. Now, board, we will move on to the approval and the appointment of our new business administrator, Brock Mitchell. What we need to do is get a motion to approve Mr. Mitchell as, we need a motion to approve Mr. Mitchell's appointment as a business administrator and of his contract. Could I have a motion, Doug? Janice? Okay, thank you. Any discussion on that move? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Now, Brock, we'll invite you up.
Brock Mitchell,
Do solemnly swear
that I will support,
obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of Utah,
and the Constitution of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
Beautiful, Brock.
Superintendent, go ahead.
We'll read a short bio, brag a little bit about our new business administrator, Brock Mitchell, and then Brock, we'd love you to say a few words and introduce your family tonight. Brock is in his 21st year in education. This is his 16th in Weber School District. He has a Master's of Science in Educational Leadership from UNLV and a Bachelor's of Science in Education also from UNLV. He has been a math teacher at Coronado High School in Las Vegas, Orion Junior High, and at Fremont High School. He's been an administrative intern at Bonneville, an assistant principal at Bonneville, and the principal and the admiral of the Lakers. And he's also most currently served as the secondary director in Weber School District. He's married to Alicia Mitchell. They've been married for 22 years. You look far too young for that, except for the gray in your beard there, Mr. Mitchell. They have one daughter, Atlee, who is a senior and also the student body president at Fremont. Atlee will be attending Westminster University to study medicine and play volleyball. And they have a mini Labradoodle named Leo. They love traveling, especially visiting the national parks. Welcome, Brock.
Superintendent, board, I am very humbled by the opportunity to take on this role. It's something that took me by surprise a little bit, I'll be honest, but I always look for a new challenge. I've spent the last couple months in the business department, and it's an incredible group of people who are doing some remarkable things for our district, and I hope to be able to go in there and just cultivate some of the things that they're already doing and grow that within the vision of the district, and hopefully take us to new heights. So I appreciate that. My wife Alicia is here, and my daughter Atlee, and they are very supportive of everything I do. Obviously, 2 educators, 2 administrators, we have busy lives, but we find a way to make it work, and our daughter has stood right by us the whole way, so we're incredibly proud of her, and just thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Wonderful. Glad to have you on board. Now, let's put you to work. Brock, will you walk us through and review the dates and make recommendations for dates for our board meetings for the 25-26 school year, please?
Absolutely. Thank you. Each January, we are required to establish those monthly board meeting dates for the year. For the remainder of 2025 and January of 2026, these dates were prepared for you in a memo, but as a reminder, our meetings are scheduled to occur the first Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. With a few exceptions, the first being April 9th, which is the second Wednesday because the first Wednesday is during our spring break. The second of those dates being June 11th, which is the second Wednesday also because of our annual budget hearing for the school year. And that allows the business department some extra time to prepare that budget for the board. And then finally, we do not have a board meeting in July. So those are our 3 exceptions. Once those are established, these dates are adjusted as necessary if something comes up. We just need to make sure that we go through the appropriate methods of advertising to the public, making sure that they're aware of any changes. We've got procedures in place to do so, and we're ready for that should that need come about. So that is the recommendation for the meeting dates for the next year.
Wonderful. Any discussion, board, any questions for that? I would ask for a motion for the approval of that recommendation. Jan, a second. Kelly, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thanks. You done well on your first assignment. Very good. We haven't heard much from you tonight.
He's thinking.
Okay. Moving on, Heidi Alder, please.
Good evening, board. I will end this celebration of people and professions by sharing some policies, which is not as exciting as celebrating everyone's wonderful work here. But we have 2 policies that were presented last month on first reading that we would ask the board to approve upon second reading. The first policy is policy 7100, employee discrimination and harassment policy. We didn't receive any feedback or comments, so we made no changes to that policy, and we would ask the board to adopt policy 7100 on second reading.
Okay, board, I'd look for a motion to approve updated policy 7100 on a second reading, please. Janice, and second by Jan. Any discussion on that one? Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thanks. Go ahead.
The second policy is policy 7900, employee corrective action and termination. We also received no feedback and no comments, and so no changes were made between the last month's introduction of the policy and today. Okay. So I would present policy 7900 to be adopted on second reading.
Okay. Board, I'd ask for a motion to approve the updated policy 7900 on a second reading. Jan and Janice second. Any discussion on that one? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
We have 1 new policy and 1 amended policy. The new policy, policy 6550, is a policy about volunteers and how we bring volunteers into our school buildings, the processes we follow, the forms that need to be filled out so that we know who's in our building and we know who's working with our students. The policy committee worked with various stakeholders to put together some processes in place, and we would submit policy 6550 to the board on first reading.
Okay. Board, I'll ask for a motion to approve the new policy 6550 on a first reading, please. Janice, Jan, any discussion on that one? Kelly, I thought you had some great comments on that and questions.
Yeah, and I think we can work on that during our policy committee meeting this month.
Yeah, so, all in favor of approval of that motion? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
The second policy that we're presenting on a first read is policy 7140. It's an existing policy that we're amending. It is our policy for internship for employee interns and field placement policies, student teachers, and those who are doing a practicum or a clinical field experience in our schools from university partners that we work with. Our current policy is very short and doesn't clearly articulate what our processes and practices are. And so we would present policy 7140 on a first read for the board to review and see if we get some feedback between now and next month.
Thank you. Board, I'd look for a motion to approve the updated policy 7140 on a first reading, please. Doug, Kelly, any discussion on that one? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Heidi. Appreciate it. We've come to the end of our meeting tonight, Board. We have the need to convene in a closed session tonight. This is a strategy session to discuss the character, professional competence, or physical or mental health of an individual. I would need a motion to convene a closed session. Jan, second. Kelly, thank you. Brock Mitchell, will you run us through a roll call vote, please?
Yeah, so this is the roll call vote. Please respond yes or no when I call your name. Board Member Williams?
Yes.
Board Member Larson?
Yes.
Board Member Burrell?
Yes.
Board Member Christensen?
Yes.
Vice President Hurst?
Yes.
And Board President Whittison?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Bruce still on? Okay. Okay, I seen he was up there just a little bit ago. Okay, thank you. Thanks everyone for coming tonight. Appreciate your participation and your perspiration. This time of night, my tongue always gets tied. Thank you so much for coming.
Exasperation. Moderation. Yeah. Exaltation.